Yo, what's good everyone? Key Season here, back at it again with another reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by Thankyou saying R6 creators' final message to Ubisoft. Now we're going to see if he tackles most of the console issues in here as well as like some of the PC issues, because I know PC has a lot more issues with cheaters and stuff, but console is just completely slept on. Like, it almost seems like they don't care about console whatsoever. So yeah, we're just gonna see what he touches up on in this video, and if I have anything to add to it, if he covers all bases. But yeah, man, make sure to leave this video a like and subscribe if you're new, and yeah, let's watch this shit.
For the first time in 10 years, this is the first protest of Save Siege. Now, this is not only just complaining, it's actually solutions. And not only from me, you can take it from the biggest creators in the scene. I wanted to give a shout out to Spoit and Elegance for gathering everyone like this. And they've even gotten Jinxie on board. That's how serious this movement is. This is the greatest protest that Siege history will probably ever see. Because if this doesn't work out and Ubisoft says, F the creators, let's just go ahead and fix Dual Front and pour millions of dollars more into it, then there's nothing we can do about it. So we have many tweets right here. The main one, as you guys can see right here, this is how many creators. This is many more. You have Uzi, Skittles, Coconut Bra, Garfield, Jinxie, Tequil, Bolo, Fett, Stompin', Spoit, Pox, me, Roy, Rasco, Kudos, Pineapple, George, Varsity, Mingo, and I'm not sure who.
It's looking promising, I can't lie. There's console players on this list, so it does seem like all issues are going to be covered in this. I'm hoping. I think it's really good that this whole movement's becoming a thing, and I really do appreciate all of the creators for coming together and doing this. It has been needed to happen for a while, and there does need to be a change, otherwise the game is going to just die out completely. I actually love the game, and I really do not want it to happen. Like, I remember the first time I was like, you know what, I want to lock in and I want to become a creator on this game was when I was 15, and I just like, I was there like one day, I was like, you know what, I absolutely love this game and I know I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up, so I'm gonna pick this game. This was the game that I chose and picked to put all my hours into to try and become the best that I can be. And it's just sad to see it in this state, because I do not want to see it die out. I do not want to see this game completely fumble and just go under the dirt with no views, and because I don't think there's another game I'd rather play than Siege, to be honest. Like, and I really hope that Siege listen and actually want their game to be fixed, because it almost seems like they just don't want it to be fixed at all. It almost seems like they want the game to die because they've been running for so long.
So yeah, let's just go ahead and look at the first thing. So we have hashtag Save Siege right here. Is a joint creator statement. We love Siege, but it needs real attention. These are actionable steps that could bring creators, players, and Ubisoft back on the same page. The biggest thing right now is that there's a very big disconnect between Ubisoft and devs and the community. The only way we communicate is through like monthly patch notes and shit like that, and it's rough. So this is what needs to change. Anti-cheat and fair play, we're going to start, is implement stronger anti-cheat measures, improve detection, ring zero anti-cheat, create manual review teams for bans active 24/7. I would love to see this with, you know, I guess it's a little bit, it could be biased to give it to creators because you'd be like, oh, we just lost this guy. But really, if you gave it to the people who signed this, these people right here, we wouldn't ban someone, oh, this guy just hit a nice shot on me, I'm going to ban him. No. If we have true evidence, clips, you know, we look at his stat track.
You know, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know if creators in general should get like a switch where they can just manually ban someone, but I do believe in like the 24-hour of just like a whole dev team that works 24 hours, that because they have enough people on the dev team to do this shit, bro. Like they have enough people at their disposal to help out with shit like this. Like, as soon as someone gets reported, there should be a case made. They shouldn't just be like, oh, that person's been reported, we'll just keep it in the logs for next time. Because it's like, when you mass report someone, and that's when they start to look into it and they actually ban them. What I don't understand is why when you report someone, is there not a case made immediately to look into them and see if they're actually cheating or not? Because I know a few cheaters that I've went against, or not even a few, like there's been plenty of cheaters that I've went against that just haven't been banned at all. And it's like, I don't understand how they can't just open up a case and then look into the actual report. I get that some people report people for no reason, but like, when there's like, I don't understand how it's not detectable when someone's looking at someone through a wall or someone's running around with 100% headshot ratio. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, I know there's such thing as stat bans, but like that even then, like people that don't even cheat get stat banned. It doesn't make any sense how they get banned and the actual cheaters don't. But yeah, it really does confuse me, like how on earth the anti-cheat works. But anyway, I'll hear him out. I'll hear what he has to say, because I might have just cut him off before something important.
If it's blatant that this guy's cheating and he's shooting through walls, let's get him banned. But there is that like dark curtain that like Ubisoft might want to keep cheaters around because they buy the game and have.
It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if they wanted to keep cheaters around just because they bought the game. I mean, they've made the game free to play though. That's what I don't understand. They've made the game free to play on console. On console, may I add. But I don't know if they have done it on PC. I don't play on PC at all, but let me know in the comments. But people spend more than it would cost to buy a new Xbox controller to use a keyboard and mouse. Like, I'm talking about console now, and obviously there is keyboard and mouse anti-cheat in place, but even then, like, it just doesn't work. Like, I get it, but like, I've seen more console players get hit with mousetrap than actual mouse players. Obviously that's because I don't play with mouse players, but like, I haven't heard of mousetrap actually being successful.
Provide creator tools, manuals for moderation. This is what we just talked about. Like, personally, I probably could have gotten maybe like one or two, you know, UB employees to help me manual ban people. I'm sure like other big creators that really care about that do that. But I personally, when I go against a cheater, man, I'll just report them, but I like to cannot be bothered to like try to get them banned, because it's just, I feel like that is more on Ubisoft's side to do.
Well, how about this then, right? People who are creators who are partnered with Ubisoft, how about their accounts have more priority when they report someone? How about that? Because I'm sure there's plenty of people that are partnered with Ubisoft that are in a higher, they are in a higher bracket in the game. If you get me, like there's devs that play the game, and obviously they have priority. You know what I'm saying? So like, people that partnered with Ubisoft, their account should have like a verified partner tick on it or whatever, and their account should be prioritized. So when they report someone, their report should be looked into immediately. Even if that was in place, it would make more sense. But no, people have to go through the effort of finding a Ubisoft dev and contacting Ubisoft and sending them the clip, and then waiting 3 days for them to eventually get banned. It is kind of pointless. I don't understand why that hasn't been put in place when it's something so simple that someone like me could have come up with. You know what I mean?
But if I had the power to do that, I would take it more seriously, of course. But obviously, we're not in the position to do that. And sue major leakers who repeatedly damage the game's release pipeline. Yeah, this, I guess, yeah, like, okay, would you guys say leaks are good or bad for the game? There's an argument that leaks could help hype up the game. We see this in Fortnite. But yeah, it can be tough when like everyone knows what the new operator is, especially when it's mid. And then we're like, and then people are always like, oh, so basically this operator is just this, and that.
I mean, I don't really have a point of view on this. I mean, like, people leak movies all the time. People like go on the internet. I mean, the internet's the internet at the end of the day. You aren't gonna stop that shit. So I don't see a point in wasting valuable time in that area.
Like, obviously, as a community perspective, but yeah, I think leaks to an extent can be good sometimes to help build hype. Moving on to creator support and tools, several titles have now experienced effective and friendly new player onboarding via sandbox style. So I think Coconut brought this one up, but yeah, you know, obviously he Like I respect Coconut that he's able to do this hide and seek and all that kind of stuff and make the most out of what we have. Like a lot of the times, the most sandbox thing you can get about Siege is by literally breaking the game. Like, you know what I mean? People vaulting on stuff and like getting off the map and getting in ridiculous spots that probably don't belong in the game. But yeah, I think Coconut brought it up during this call, but it would be things like turning off fall damage or
Can't lie, that would be a good idea. Like that would be more content to the game. Like you know how like Fortnite did a creative mode where people could make their own maps. Like what if people could do that on Siege? Like they could make their own training grounds and shit. Like I felt like that would be a really good idea. I think a kind of a creative mode in R6 would be useful because it could help people that want to learn aim training. It could help people that want to make some fun map ideas, some game modes. I feel like that would be a really good contentful part of Siege that would give the game more content and encourage people to watch it more, because the game as it is right now is contentless. I mean, the only content you really see on Siege is I played against the cheater or just gameplay clips. That's quite literally it. And obviously like Pro League, but like Pro League's dying as the game's dying, so it's just like I don't see the point in they don't add any new content. The only new content that they've added recently have been adding gas pipes on maps, and it's just like, yeah, man. I mean, we played the game for 10 years just to get some gas pipes on some maps. Like, fair enough, it's a good idea, don't get me wrong, but like we could use a lot more content wise.
Making it so we can choose a different operator. But I've always said this, and it's very obvious now, is like Siege is so binary. And it's like this game was never meant to be a hit. This game was never really meant to last long. It was just, I mean, Ubisoft, honestly, I hate to say it, but I feel like they just got lucky. Because we all know they love to make new games all the time and try to compete with everyone. But it's like they spread their eggs to too many fucking baskets, and they never really hit anything. And luckily we have Siege, maybe Assassin's Creed. I forgot the other game that makes them a couple $1 billion, but yeah, it's getting a sandbox mode is like, because Siege is so like 5v5 bomb, no respawn, and if it's not any of that, then it's like super hard to implement new stuff. But I don't know if the Siege is like too far gone, like it's the way it was made.
I don't think the game is too far gone. I think it's very easily savable. They just need to listen, man. Just listen. That's all you have to do. Like, listen to your community. I have seen some community-made skins, like in-game content skins that they could easily make, bro. Like, it's so simple. Like, why don't you do every season there's a community-made skin that gets implemented into the game? Even something as simple as that would be so sick. Like, that just gives people more inspiration to want to go do that. If you split up your game into different communities, like that is the best thing you can do to make sure your game lasts longer. So like, what if they added a creative mode, for example? They have a creative community that wanna make games within the game, and they have the ranked community which want to just play competitively. They have the casual community. They have the community that just want to create art for the game. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you have little communities within your one game, it actually helps. I mean, look at Fortnite. Fortnite literally do that, but I don't think they should do what Fortnite do. Don't get me wrong. Don't do what Fortnite do and implement like what Ice Spice. Don't put Ice Spice in Rainbow Six Siege. I don't want to walk around as Ice Spice, but you get what I'm saying. Like, Fortnite have the creative mode. They have different modes that you can play, and that's why it's so popular, is because there's so much content within the game. Like, Fortnite still won't die for like another however many years because of how contentful it is, and Siege just doesn't do that. It's just ranked every season, and the weapon skins and the cosmetics are just mid. Everything's just like mid in the game. I mean, the only decent cosmetic that we got recently was the Paragon bundle, but even then, like, it's just not enough to want to keep playing the game.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was only made to be a 5v5, not have all these extra things, kind of like how Fortnite does or anything other game. Yeah, people believe, or us, we believe that sandbox mode would be better than more resources in a dual front. All right, let me type 1 in that chat if you want more resources to a sandbox custom mode, or type 2 if you want to put more resources in the dual front. Bro, I don't even know what's happening in dual. Do people do they get updates? Do people play it? I don't even know what goes on there. CS2 integrates community-made maps. Siege could follow. Yeah, I feel like obviously this would require more map knowledge into making a good map. But yeah, maybe kind of how in Fortnite, let's say a creative map blows up, right? Then Ubisoft could see oh, these are the top 3 maps that people are playing a lot, and then it could be I feel like Siege would be really cool if they don't want to branch out to be like Fortnite where it's battle royale, now it's steal a brain rot, whatever. I feel like creative really went crazy in freaking, what do you call it, in Fortnite. But in Siege, we can have all these great ideas, but make it military based. For example, a 1v1, 2v2 mode. Call it, I don't know, the range or something like that. Make it so it's a practice, kind of similar to the Gulag in Call of Duty, but it's it's first to 4. And dude, if they love to make, what is it, sandball trailers of the making Siege in Olympics and making them super.
Bro, I really like this idea. I actually really, really fucks with this idea. I mean, I really hope that they actually listen to the creators and the community, because bro, this would be the best thing for Siege right now. This game will die if they don't change it, and this isn't even a change, this is adding things, this is just making more things. Creators like Coconut Bro and shit, they don't want to do no ranked streams, you know what I mean? They don't want to do no trying to get to #1 champ. They want to have fun on the game, and if they want to have fun on a game, they may as well just go to a different game at that point, because this game is dying. And at the end of the day, this I genuinely think this is one of the best ideas that I've ever heard, and it's coming from the community, not the game itself, you know what I mean?
Super camaraderie. Bro, there's nothing wrong with them having a face-off in a 1v1. It doesn't always have to be a bomb mode. Eases development pressure on Ubisoft by allowing community developers to build within the game and provide more content. Dude, we barely even get an update on what's anything every few months by them. And yeah, I truly just think Ubisoft does not give a fuck. If they barely give up for any other game, I don't see why they would do it for this game, even if it makes them money. They're just going to see how we can just milk the players. It's just very incompetent decisions from them. Gameplay and balance. Roll back the limb damage update, at least for shield operators. What do y'all think about the limb damage? Is that a W or L? Let's say you shoot someone in the arm or the leg with a DMR and it only does 30, 20 damage. Do you guys like that or no? Especially with SMGs. Also, giving ACOGs back to previous remove operators. Consider return of the 1.5 scope. Ooh. Okay, yes or no? Should they bring back the 1.5 scope, chat? Honestly, Siege is in the biggest hole. I feel like that would just get us out, at least our head above water.
I don't know. I don't think 1.5s would be a shout. I think I did like the ACOGs on defense. I don't really know. I mean, I know it's a defender-sided game. I don't know, though. What I don't understand is why did they make all the scopes all thick and bulky? I mean, I guess it's so you can't hold pixel peaks, but even then, they wasn't OP in the game previously. I don't know why they don't just keep the 1.5 shits, because I genuinely think the game was more fun with 1.5s, but I do think it was better with ACOGs, if you get me. I think defense was better with ACOGs, and I think the game as a whole was more fun with 1.5s, but if you don't want it to be a Call of Duty style game, I think just give defenders back their ACOGs and make the one-time scope skinny again. Why did they have to make them so thick for no reason whatsoever?
Man, I actually did hear Jaeger's getting his ACOG for an anniversary mode or something like that, a new event soon, which is cool. But if we have to wait for another year for that, it's too late, bro. That's a big issue right now. Is You like, yes, okay, maybe they just started turning the tide and hearing us at the Ubisoft HQ, but it's like, all right, guys, it's gonna take 1 year for us to add this in. It's like, what? But I did hear that. I mean, I think I'm allowed to say this, but like, if Ubisoft or like the people at the Siege devs like wanted to create something or do something, it takes a long time to review it. For example, like I heard that like skins in the game can take up to 6 months just to implement it. For example, when I got my charm in game, it took me 6 months for it to come in. They contacted me for that.
My
goodness, and I heard
man.
that like for a charm, it has to be 1 month to make the idea, 1 month to, you know, put it under different lighting and all that kind of stuff. Another month to have someone manually go around all the maps and see if it bugs out or not and looks good. And another month to fix anything, add any new changes. And then the last 2 months obviously would just be extra. So it's like every skin you see in the battle pass probably took 6 months to like make it and put it in.
Bro, how on earth does it take 6 months to make a cosmetic? I quite literally, like, you could go on Twitter and people have already made like blueprints for cosmetics that literally probably took them 10 minutes. How does it take 6 months to make a cosmetic? I feel like they just don't put enough time into it. Like that, you know, I can't even comment, bro. I can't even comment because I can't make a cosmetic myself. But how are Fortnite able to do this shit, bro? How are Fortnite able to just quickly bash this shit out within like 20 minutes? But in Siege, they take 6 months. And I guess you could argue that they spend more time doing the cosmetics, or they spend more time on detail. I don't know, but bro, that's crazy to me. 6 months for a charm, bro.
So yeah, it's just like anything we want now. Like realistically, this save Siege movement, I wouldn't be surprised if this all just.
Yo, sorry to pause again, but like, how does that make any sense? If it takes them 6 months to make a cosmetic, how does that make sense when a battle pass comes out every 3 months? Do they just work on all the cosmetics at once? Oh, bro, that is so stupid. That is actually so stupid. Yo, all the steps they just said, you could have literally cracked out in a month. I'm just gonna be honest.
Hit them 6 months later, like halfway through year 11. We've heard your calls about this, and that. And it's just like, oh, bro. Nerf shields slightly to make them more supportive, not dominant. I feel like it was kind of good taking away shield's hipfire, but making them sprint at you like a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, yeah, that's a little problematic, especially in a game with limited movement. But yeah, shields are like, they're killable, but they're definitely too effective. Focus on buffs for low pick rate operators rather than nerfing high pick rate. Now, this is a little bit double-edged, because like we don't want to make useless buffs for like the bottom 5 defenders and attackers, and it's normal. It's like regular Darwinism. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but it's okay for operators to be at the bottom of the.
Now I'm gonna say something slightly controversial, but I think if the operators are more OP, if we had just more OP operators instead of just a bunch of crap ones, the game would be more fun. Like, the game is more fun with OP shit. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. Like, I hate to admit it, bro, but like running around on R4C and with 0 recoil and a 1.5 was actually really fun. Like, it was so fun. Like, having broken shit in the game is just fun. Like, I think if they if they just instead like it says there, if they instead of like making the good ops bad, if they just made the bad ops good, I think it would genuinely be a good change, because it's actually fun when the game is OP, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, that might be me speaking from a COD point of view. I don't know, like maybe the reason why we have to fight with a bunch of crap ops is because the game will be less like COD then. But I don't know, like I think it is just more fun like when you have like some OP ops in the game.
A pick rate. But if they have a high pick rate, I don't think it immediately means they're too OP. Let's take away what makes them good. For example, like remember when they started doing recoil changes? oh, hey, you guys love Ash R4C. Let's just give it so much recoil.
Bro, sorry to cut him off again, but like the G36, bro. Oh, that gun was so fun. Bro, G36C 1.5, that was even better than R4C, bro. Like, I actually enjoyed that more than the R4C. Just sprinting around with the 1.5 on the G36C. Bro, they got to buff that gun, bro. That's my favorite gun in the game, and they fucked it, bro. They actually fucked it.
You can't use it past 10 meters. Crazy. And like same with you know, I mean, I've said it multiple times, but like when magnified scopes were only on a few defenders, rotating it, taking it off and putting it on people was not a balance change. Oh, this person's gadget sucks, let's give him 1.5. Oh, the pick rate's super high, let's take it away. Like, what the fuck? Dude, you just gave a solution for a different problem. Reintroduce hostage and secure area to ranked. Now, would you guys like a separate mode, ranked mode for hostage and secure area? I was against this idea at first. I was like, bro, that's ludicrous. But then it's like, as the time goes on, I realized that like Siege hates making new shit. They love reworking things.
See, I think, right, I don't agree with the hostage and secure area. Maybe secure area, actually. I don't mind a secure area ranked. But I think, like, having, like, you know how Rocket League has multiple game modes that you can get a rank in? I feel like if they did that on Siege, that would be really good. Like, having maybe a 1v1 game mode. Like, I guess, I think that's already been talked about before. Having a 1v1 game mode would be good, because with like a ranked 1v1 game mode, I don't know, like just extra game modes that you can get a rank in. Like, obviously, who cares about Dolphin? I mean, but like, if you do, then give it a ranked game mode, you know what I mean? Like, if there's actually people playing Dolphin, give them a rank for it. Maybe not the same ranks, maybe it could be a different type of rank, like a different showed rank, like a, I don't know, give them an iridescent rank for a different game mode. I don't know, but like, I feel like that would be such a good idea, bro. Or like, there's different badges for like the 1v1 rank. So like the 1v1 copper would be a different like charm and different look to the 1v1 to the normal copper, and the 1v1 champ would have a different look and charm to the normal champ, if you get me. I feel like that would be just so much better, because you're actually giving people something to play for. And let me not even get started on placement matches, bro. We need placement matches back. People have lives. I don't personally, but people have jobs. They can't be on this game all of the time, bro. So if you give people the option to get a high rank within their placements, that'll be so much better than play to win, bro. Like, people actually sit there and have 1,000 games. Do you know how many games that is, bro? That is an insane amount of life that they've put into this game to get champ. And it's like, cool, you've played all that to barely scrape champ. Can you really call yourself a champ? And I'm not a champ by any means. I don't claim to be a champ. But I mean, I've hit it, but I'm not a champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because of how much they play that they get the rank. I feel like placement matches are essential, because it's like, some people have jobs and are good at the game. Like, some people have lives and are good at the game. So why can't they just play as much as they can and get a decent rank? Like, I feel like that would be so much more, because then it kind of shows that you value people's time as well. It shows that you value that people have lives, and you value people's time, instead of being like, no, you have to play as many games as possible to hit champ. Like, come on, bro. I feel like that's so lame. I feel like that's terrible. But that's just me going on a rant.
Things and minimal effort on making new stuff in this game. I don't know if they picked a wrong new dev team or something, but I hate reworks in the game. I hate making a whole season.
Oh, it literally says it. Sorry, I literally says it right there. Make rank progression reward skill and not time.
Around, like, it's just like nothing really changed. There's nothing new to look forward to. It's kind of like, oh, this person, like, you know, got a new gun or something like that. Cool, you know. Introduce separate ranked ladders, 1v1, 2v2, 5v5. We talked about that. Or just rank 2.0. Okay, so this is a hard one, because the devs love rank 2.0. I don't know if they personally like it, or if they're told by the higher ups to like believe that. But okay, like I did hear from a news source that rank 2.0 has like 5 times the more matches happening. For example, let's say, in 1.0 you have less matches going on, but they're more higher quality. But now more matches are happening. People are able to get like 1-minute queues, but it's because the player rank pools have been, combined. You're facing up against people 2 ranks higher or below with you. So it's like glorified quick match or like unranked basically. And dude, I mean, if that sounds crazy, what if I told you that your rank actually is not your actual rank? It's a completely almost a separate rank. Like you have people of champion skill who start at copper at times, and it shows on screen that you're copper. It's like, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. It's purely just for like lying to you. If you bring back ranked 1.0 while an alternative is built as opposed to making people wait over a year in the hopes a positive change will come, understand this will impact queue times, but people will prefer to wait than have the time wasted within the server. Would you guys be okay waiting 5 to 15 minutes? Obviously 15 is more like if you're a higher rank, for a higher quality match, or would you guys rather have like 1-minute queue times but you're having more of a wider pool? Make rank progression reward.
Yo, that is the stupidest bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life. Would you rather have a 1-minute queue and go against burgers, or would you rather wait 30 minutes to play someone your rank? How about, you just make the game good so there's enough people in my rank to play me? You know what I mean? Like, your game is shit. That's why no one plays it. That's why you're putting me in lobbies against 5 stacks of champs. You are actually stupid if you believe that it's not your fault why I'm getting why I'm getting shit games. You know what I mean? Like, it's so stupid, bro. Would you rather get in a game after 1 minute and play top jams? Like, you're keeping them in you're keeping them in champ by giving them literal coppers by that logic. It's so stupid, bro. That is actually like vile that they could say that. Some guy over here as well, I can't ignore this shit. 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2 ranked is stupid. It's not Siege. Maybe casual would be fine. I mean, you can say it's not Siege all you want, but the only way that people like compare skill is by 1v1ing. So if you make it a ranked game mode, I feel like that's a good thing, because like it can show, it can help people improve at 1v1. So in the actual game, like when they're doing 5v5 ranked, they can like do better in 1v1 situations. I feel that's so stupid. Like, why is he arguing against the new game mode? Like, a new game mode is content for people, and it brings people to the game.
Skill, not time. Yes, I don't know. It's just like, okay, overall, all the changes that have happened in the past 3 years is to make Siege mainstream, to appeal, to lower the skill gap for players who can't get good at it. That's just the harsh reality of it. This is a 18 and up tactical FPS based on military stuff. Why are we making it so like little Timmy or the little sibling or some dude who doesn't even play FPSs can get super easy into Siege? But what does that do? That changes the skill gap and fundamental for people who play this game longer. It's like you can max out, you can like experience being a noob to like a high level player if you really wanted to in like less than a year. It's crazy. I don't understand that. But obviously that's more for like on paper ranked and data. They love that shit. But there shouldn't be 10,000 plus 15,000 champions in the game. That makes no sense for the highest rank. It's like, what? It's just participation.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I just I just paused this video, right? I'm shit scared of wasps. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys right now. I'm shit scared of wasps. and I could have swore I heard a buzzing. So I just took my headset off and listened out, and I shit you not. Tell me why my dad is snoring like a fucking swarm of wasps raiding my house, bro.
Trophies. No more changes to the game based on pick rate, X win rate, graph data. So yes, to an extent. But I think a really good example I heard from George is, have you noticed that Ashe has been like the top 3 attacker for like forever since she came out? But she's not completely nerfed to the ground, although she has gone through a few nerfs of getting an Ashe heart taken away, getting her flashbangs taken away. R4C went through like 3 recoil nerfs, but she's still very good now. And although her pick rate is pretty high, it's like, what else more can you do to Ashe? You're gonna fucking give her 5 cheeseburgers and make her a 2-speed? Like, speed changes are just a thing in the past. I personally think Zofia should be back to 2-2, but you know, no, Zofia needs to be in the back lines and only used for utility. She may not be used for an entry. Hate that shit. But now that we move on to cosmetics and creative direction, develop new skin bundles every 2 weeks, matching modern market standards. I feel like 2 weeks is a little fast, but I heard in Valorant they do that a lot. I kind of like how like Ubisoft or Valorant has like the marketplace or the shop, whatever it's called. Yeah, and it rotates. I feel like I rarely ever, I mean, because I always play this game a lot, I have a lot of cosmetics, but I feel like normally I don't check the shop much because it's like, unless I'm willing to pay absurd amounts of money for skins or buy the battle pass, which I would do at the beginning of the season, I don't really check the new tab but like I feel like there should be like an incentive to be like, oh my god, it's Friday, let's check what new skins have been added.
Yeah,
but the rotating shop occurs FOMO. Cool. Well, FOMO keeps people on the game. I hate to use that word because keep people on the game is kind of in a bad light right now with CB becoming mainstream. But I feel like that'd be cool. Like, imagine they rotated, like, I mean, kind of like similar to Fortnite item shop. It's like, oh my god, oh, the Valk skin's back, or like, I don't know, the drone skin is back, or something like that. Yeah, like the.
Yeah, I like this idea, bro. Like, W Athena, bro. He's actually like this. Like, that is actually a really good idea, man. But like, obviously, it doesn't even have to be as often as Fortnite do it. It doesn't even have to be like every day there's going to be a new skin. Like, it could just be like, you know, the GTA podium vehicle. What if it was just like once every certain day, like once every Thursday, or you know what I mean? Like, that would just be more content to the game to at least have people in somewhat of excitement. Because like at the end of the day, the excitement to get on the game just doesn't exist anymore. Not for me at least, and not for a lot of people it seems. And it's because of just like lack of anything. There's just nothing there. What am I grinding for? A charm that looks shit. I don't care about rank charms. I'll be honest with you guys. I do not care about rank or rank charms. That's why you'll see me hit champ one season and then you'll see me hit copper the next. I just don't care about my rank in the game. Like, the only thing I care about is content, and the game is contentless. That's why there has been no content on my channel. And for me, someone who's only got 1.4k subscribers, it's like impossible to grow on this game. And like, you can't just switch up content like that, because once you've been like doing one category of content for so long, that's your target audience. Your target audience is R6 content, and people that don't watch R6 content aren't gonna get your content recommended to them. So when you just immediately switch game and switch style of video, it's not gonna recommend your video in the algorithm. So it's just like Siege have completely fucked me and fucked a lot of R6 creators over, obviously, and you've got people trying to post new videos and stuff. I mean, respect to the people like that post like whatever videos they want anyway, because like, I mean, I do that like as well, like, don't get me wrong, but I appreciate that people aren't gonna submit to it, and they won't just keep playing the game because that's all they're known for. They'll actually, you know what I mean, go and do other things. I do actually appreciate that from other creators as well. But yeah, man, I'm glad to see all of these creators. I mean, I love all these creators. Bar Garfield is Doc, fuck you, bro. But I love all these creators, and I'm joking, by the way. I'm glad to see that this is happening, and if nothing comes from it, bro, like, I mean, that's fine. I will just have to find something else to do, but like
Paragon style, like, oh, it's only out for a week. You know, we should get it, and then maybe bring it back in like a few months. Custom colors for your team. Okay, I know this is Rainbow Six Siege, but I don't know if we should do that. I don't know about that, bro. Add a top.
No, I don't see the problem. I think, you know, like the scope opacity or the scope colors, I feel like all of those should just be available as team colors. Like, I would like to have a purple team and the enemies be yellow. Like, I don't see a problem with that. I think that would actually be cool. Oh wait, I just realized Athena's colors are purple and yellow. Like that, like, I think that adds more customability to the game, which, like, so when it will be like a psychological thing. So what, you go to watch Uzi and you know his teams are always going to be red and the enemies is always going to be I don't know, fucking green or some shit, but like if you get what I'm saying, like it's just extra customability, which it makes the game more entertaining and vibrant. I wouldn't mind that. I actually wouldn't mind that.
I'll go for tactical realism to hide cosmetics. Oh my god. We cannot latch on this factor of tactical realism, being the reason that we don't make more cosmetics anymore is clearly So basically what they're saying right here is like, they feel like there's a lack of production of cool skins because they're scared to like make it unfair in the game. However, I love the feature that you could just press a button in the settings and it would turn off everyone's skin.
That is actually a great idea, you know.
However, we all know Ubisoft is not that advanced. They can, I mean, I feel like they can do like the bare minimum to do that. That would require more like coding in the skins and lighting, but again, I just feel like if this game was made 5 years ago, maybe even 7, it would be on a bit more of an updated engine. But obviously, like I said, I feel like Siege was not meant to be a big game. It was kind of just like, hey, we're gonna make a 5v5 tactical shooter and nothing else. And all these changes is like an argument. Why wouldn't they just make a Siege 2? I don't have the best argument for that right now, but like pros of a Siege 2, obviously new engine, maybe even hire a new team. Yeah, like a new directive team, and like
if they would have just saved Siege X, saved it from being called Siege X, and made it a brand new game with new engines, with new everything, with new anti-cheat, would have been so much better than giving me a fucking 20 gigabyte update for nothing, for fuck all. I got nothing, bro. Siege X, three maps, got some gas canisters, and that was it. Like, come on, bro. Like, the tactical realism is such a good idea. The whole community is like locked in with this shit, bro. They know what they're talking about. The community have the best ideas and the game just don't care. Like, it'll be such a good idea, man.
A better engine and all that kind of stuff, and just overall allow a good base to allow more changes to happen in the future instead of being super limited. Like currently, it feels like the normal build of Siege is like so limited on what they can do. It's like trying to make 10 different dishes of food when you were only limited to fucking, I don't know, chicken, rice, and fucking broccoli. It's like, how much more variance of that can you do without having to like introduce new resources and all that kind of stuff? But the downsides of a Siege 2, I guess, would, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm sure they can fix it, but I guess, you know, carrying over progression from the first one to the second one, like renown, credits, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I feel like, dude, imagine launch like Siege 2. Oh my God, bro. All in the new hype and content. That'd be so sick. Functionality at player and experience improved. Test server incentives participation has dropped from 10K under to 1K. Yeah, so I didn't really play a lot of test server back in the day because I was on console and just overall I just didn't really play it much. But yeah, it's like, dude, they're making changes on the test server based off of like 500 people playing. And they decide like how they nerfed Denari. You guys know like Denari, you don't remember how Denari got nerfed in like what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks is all it took for him to get nerfed. Oh wow, you can use Denari a lot on a lot of bomb sites, and you're playing exactly how he should be, you know, dynamic. Let's go ahead and nerf him, you know. Fuck, man. Reassess movement, slow down. Oh man, yeah. if it's fair but kills player retention, it needs review. So this is like ADS movement. Should they bring old movement back in Siege? Let me just show you what like old movement kind of looks like. Let's just look up like a Bolo video. This is peak movement right here, man. Oh yes.
But he could get fragged out if Bolo swings at the proper time. But he's playing
like, so look at this. He's using angle grip, by the way. Bro, the zoomers nowadays, they think angle grips is faster reload. This was just faster ADS time.
All hopping inside. This could be it. Fultz with a big kill. It's all down
when
to
you would
Bolo, the man, the
ADS,
myth, the legend.
Your like character will look a lot more like smooth and snappy. Now it's kind of just like it's like a point A, point B, in, out, up, down, left, right, and not very long.
Can he possibly do it?
Buttery movement. Rework chat system, dude. I saw a picture of someone saying water is wet in the all chat, and they got marked as offensive. Water is wet, chat, marked as offensive. You can get banned for that shit.
It's an 18+ game. You should be able to say practically anything in all chat other than like slurs, bro. I don't understand. Like, obviously there are people that aren't 18 on the game, but the operators already say swear words, bro. Like, it's just you. Why don't you just let people say whatever they want, bro? Oh, it's just like pointless. It's just pointless to fucking flag people for that.
What else? You can't say like your mom or either like in the voice chat, or you get fucking insta muted or some shit. It's crazy. Like, for a game that has characters cussing in the game, Clash calls you a fucking muppet.
That's what I say.
But I guess in an 18-up game, bro, we can shoot people, but we can't call people stupid. It's crazy. Remove or refine penalties for voice chat, text chat. This is like, you know, basically if you want to play ranked again because you said a bad word, you're gonna have to play 30 quick matches. We're on North Korea settings for this one, bro. Add an option to disable crossplay. Okay, I still don't know why this is not a thing. This should.
Yeah, that's so stupid, bro. Like, PC, I get it. Like, oh, it just means that the lobbies will be easier on PC if they get console players in there. But bro, there are console players that play PC and don't care. Like, I don't care about PC, so I try in PC. Do not get it twisted. I don't like throw my PC games. I like Emerald or some shit, but like I try in PC. But it doesn't make sense for them not to be able to disable crossplay. Like, why can they not just be like, okay, I don't want to play with console players because they actually fuck me over. So how about I'm able to disable crossplay? And I guarantee the reason for that is because there's just like barely anyone on the game, so they probably won't find any matches.
Could have been a thing like a week after the new season came out. Okay, I understand, you know, oops, we made it so PC can't turn off crossplay. But I'm assuming since PC has the advantage over console players, they might think like, okay, well, why don't we just give the console players an option if they want to play higher skill level lobbies? But PC, you don't have an option because we need matches to happen faster. I feel like there's a lot of times where that does happen. It's like hidden communicate. They don't communicate with us because it's like we know that the real answer to this change is a little based on, you know, player retention or data. So we're just not going to tell you that. You can definitely see that a lot as time goes on. A continued line of communication to address and tackle the issues. Bro, the max you can do to report a cheater nowadays is send an email into Oblivion and hope that they see it. Oh, you sent it on Saturday or Sunday? Well, good luck, bro. Oh, you sent it during a Monday through on a weekday? Oh shoot, bro, I got off. You know, it's like people are on like work schedules and that, and like if they don't see it like probably half through the day, it's like it's not gonna get checked. The report option is probably the best thing you can do. Yeah, it's like I really wish there was more a stronger communication for stuff like that. This post isn't an attack on Ubisoft. It's a desperate effort to turn the tide for Rainbow Six Siege.
You want to know what I think? I think Rainbow Six Siege are gonna read this and be completely stunned. Like, wait, what? Wait, our game is unplayable? Wait, what? What do you mean there's a bunch of cheaters in the game? We already sorted that issue, guys. What do you mean there's no content? We added gas pipes on the maps, and you guys aren't happy. You know what? It's your guys' problem. It's your fault that you don't like our game, because we have plenty of content over here, and we're, wow, you don't even want to know, man. The people that you say are cheating, they're just better than you, man. You got to deal with it. But yeah, like, it genuinely would not surprise me if Siege are that oblivious that they don't even realize that the game is terrible and unplayable.
Game's decline has been steep and visible. It's not difficult to understand why. Siege has been mismanaged for far too long, and it's clear that Ubisoft has grown disconnect from what the community truly values and needs to keep this game alive. We aren't here to tear the game down, we're here to fight for it. We want Siege to succeed. Okay, we got an 07 in the chat to make sure Ubisoft sees this. We want Siege to succeed and thrive again, and to once more be the tactical shooter that inspired millions of players and creators. Our voices aren't coming from hate, but from love and urgency. We need to be heard before it's too late, before the creator base disappears, and before there's nothing to rebuild. Sincere to all of your beloved creators. You know what I feel like? I feel like Ubisoft would read all of this and see this movement and be like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Let's add millions of dollars more on a dual front. And,
Yo, I swear down, I have not watched this video yet. I swear down, he just practically said what I said, bro. Oh my goodness.
just keep the game how it is. I don't think they're going to listen to this, but it's worth a shot,
Oh
man.
man.
At least we can stay on our side.
Hey bro, W video from Athena, man. Make sure to go show him some love. Even though like I'm only a small creator, I still think you guys should go subscribe to him. Oh, I'm not even subscribed to him. I'm so sorry, bro. I look like an arse person right now. But no, go follow him, bro. He's so cool, man. Like, all right, let's spread the message. Make sure you guys also spread the message, and much love to Athena and all the other creators to try and attempt to rebuild the game again. I appreciate everyone for watching, and anyone who made it all the way through. I love you guys, man, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.